It's alive. I'm actually surprised my Silvia is still in operational condition, considering it's been moved around so many times. And I took this apart when I installed the PID 5 years ago, and it didn't look that sturdy. The board and everything seemed kind of delicate and fragile, but it has withstood. So I'm pleasantly surprised in regards to that. I'm gonna have to clean out the Silvia. I have some Cafiza here. Hey, there I am, holding the camera. I just remembered that the Silvia has an extremely shallow drip tray, so I brought this to collect water while I clean out the Silvia. It's going to release water through the back here though, so I guess this won't really come in handy since I'm not flushing water out of the group head. I will, but right now I'm going to be back flushing. And so I believe the excess water will be released through the solenoid valve, and it's going to come out through the back here. That's how I learned it. Let me try flushing the group head right now though. Okay, nothing happened. I believe it's this button here. Already forgot what. There we go. That's the hot water evaporating as it hits atmospheric pressure. It's going to take a while for the water to come out because it's been completely emptied out. So you'll notice it's taking in water from the water tank, is it? It's not taking in any water though. I don't see any water being taken in through the water line. Maybe the filter that I installed is blocking something. I'm getting a little concerned here. Okay, there we go. I just saw the water see the temperature dropping because it's actually taking water. And I made a really foolish error. The boiler has been completely empty, and small wonder the temperature rose really quickly when I turned on the Silvia because there was nothing in the boiler. And so now that it's taken in some water, it's going to take a while for the temperature to get back up to, I forget what I set the temperature to. I think I set it to 216. Wow, and look at that. It completely crushed the mushroom tray that I figured I'd use for this purpose. So much for that. On second thought, I think we're gonna need a little bit more Cafiza. It's been a long time since this machine has seen any use, so there might be more gunk caked on inner workings. Let's try it out. Oh, forgot that the Silvia's not that stable. Let's try it. Portafilter is not on tight enough. Let me tighten. Wow, get a load of that brown liquid. Christ. So I just made a big folly. I forgot to close the water tank. So what happened was the outtake valve here popped out and it started spilling water. The outtake valve popped out and started spilling water through the back. And it leaked to the back of the machine and started spilling water to the carpet. Coffee stained water. Great. Look at this strip tray here. Wow. Get a load of that from the Backflushing. I'm gonna toss this out and I'll be right back. Back for more. Let's see how we're doing up here. Gee. Imagine I hadn't backflushed it. Coffee stained water that was hanging out. The backflushing was giving me so much coffee gunk, I gave it a second pass with more Cafiza. It's giving me relatively clear looking water, but just to be sure, I'm going to take off the screen right now and see what's underneath there, because it's been a while that I've cleaned the machine out and it's been 5 years. I just want to make sure I'm not getting any old coffee. I'm taking off the screen underneath the group head right now with a screwdriver. There's a small nut here that you could twist off. Wow, it's absolutely caked on. It looks clean here, but let's be sure that there isn't any extra gunk underneath. I keep slipping, so I'm going to use both hands. I'm just going to use my finger to twist that off now, since it's loose enough. Ooh, that is hot. Jeez. Okay, let's place the nut here. And let me take the screen off. The screen will just pop right off. Ooh, gosh, damn it, that thing is hot. Jesus. Okay, it's different from a commercial machine. I got this. It took off the entire top here. I don't know what this whole thing is. It took off the entire contraption. Let me grab some paper towel because it's getting wet and slippery. Clean that off. Boy. So, not sure if you could see this, but for the commercial machine, it'll just pop off this screen. But apparently with the Silvia, you get the entire, it's almost like a weight plate, a small weight plate. And that's where it attaches to the group head, I guess. Well, that's where it attaches to the group head. I don't know why I said I guess. And this is where the nut affixes. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of oils that are caked onto the rim. So I'm gonna work on that for a little while and then I'll put it back on. It's not letting up. It has so much oil caked onto it. Not sure if you could see this. You could scrub this all day, literally. I should probably dunk this in the Cafiza solution for a couple minutes, excuse me. I'm gonna do that right now. So the screen actually ended up coming off from this brass plate, and I want you guys to take a look at the gunk that's built up here. Look at, you know, on the shower screen. Take a look at that. So if you haven't given your Silvia a wash, then I highly recommend it. Just all you need is, all you need is a small screwdriver, a flathead, and you take off the bolt at the top of the screen. Make sure to do it with 2 hands. Don't be like me, don't scratch up your screen because it's going to keep slipping. Just get some Cafiza or some kind of soapy water, dish soap, and dunk it. Get rid of the oily residue buildup, because this is what you're imparting into your shot each time you pull it. And then you wonder why it's tasting off and bitter and just stale and foul. I'm back, and I did just what I told you I was gonna do. I dumped some Cafiza onto both of these parts, the dispersion screen and this brass plate, and then I poured boiling water and let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then I scrubbed it with this scrubby brush. This dispersion screen is looking almost as good as new. The brass plate is a lot better than what it used to look like. It literally looked like an engine part with engine oil gunked onto it. So I got most of the coffee oils caked onto it. I'm sure it's not perfect, but, and maybe I could have let it sit for, you know, overnight, but I was kind of impatient, so I would advise you to let it sit overnight so it'll come off a little quicker and easier. Apply a little less elbow grease. But I'm going to put it back together now. Hopefully I remember how it goes together. There we go. It's gonna require some fidgeting around, but eventually it'll snap into place, and then you just turn the screw and then grab the screwdriver, which is short enough to fit underneath the group head, righty-tighty with both hands so you don't slip. There we go. Not too tight. And should be good to go now. I'm tired. I got home late today, so I probably won't be pulling any shots today, but it's good to go, and all I need to do is dial in the shots tomorrow. And there you have it.